16 years old, severely dyslexic. Still to this day, if I don't practice spelling my name and writing it down, I go red in my face because I can't spell it out loud. And, just really was left behind in the school system. Thank God I had amazing teachers that noticed that I got all the way to high school without being picked up for being dyslexic. Reason being, I was very articulate and I was very well behaved. So I got away with a lot, let me tell you. And I had great teachers that supported me through. But once I got to my senior year, I could see that I was just not going to survive, not with my confidence, not emotionally. Little did I know I had confidence somewhere deep down that I dug up, left school, but left it with a business plan and just begged my parents and teachers to just give me a chance. I started my first business at 16 years old. I used to help men buy gifts for women in the corporate sector. And my first client was Malaysian Airlines, and they had no idea I was 16 years old with braces, but I did it. It's really simple. You just do it. So if I'm going to do something scary, I don't give myself time to say, oh, but they might say no. Oh, but I shouldn't. I'm so young. Oh, this is my first time. No story. Okay, pick up the phone. And I did. I just happened to randomly, I'm 16 years old, really. I had no business starting business, but it was real fun. And I learned a lot. 16 years old was just like thinking, who should I contact? And then just thought, you know what? I'm going to contact Malaysian Airlines. And I just researched till I found out that EAs in companies buy all the gifts and to have all the connections to all the important, heads of every department. So then I just picked a lot of corporate companies that had EA emails available on their website, put a lovely little package together and actually sent out little packages to that person and introduced myself. And I think I got 90% return rate on that. And then from there, I started a company called Buttercream Lane, and that's where my baking skills started to come up. So I actually couldn't go to a formal baking school, although that will still be my dream to do one day. I instead now judge at the Cordon Bleu of Sydney and the Royal Easter Show, which is our main medal winning for foods. So I may not have been able to go to all those schools. I taught myself off YouTube. So monkey see, monkey do. I just used anything I could to teach myself. And I opened up a store that became quite famous. I was on morning TV, newspapers, magazines. I got to cook cookies with the Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. And I've been to Hugh Jackman's house to make him his Christmas Eve treats, and they're friends of ours because I also represent their charities for Adopt Change and Hopeland here in America to help kids all have safe, nurturing homes. And even when I had Buttercream Lane, I used to have clear boxes for my cupcakes. And when I had no clients at all, I used to walk in our CBD, which is our main city in Sydney, like the business part of the city, make the most incredibly detailed cupcakes with like cute little faces on it or whatever I could think of, and walk around the city with nowhere to go, lying to everyone I meet that I'm actually on a delivering these cakes. But because the box was clear, everyone would stop me. There was not one person that didn't twist their head going, where'd you get those from? Oh my God, can I take a photo? Do you have a card? And I never had a card. I had a cookie. And if I ran out of cookies, I'd say, I don't have a card. I ran out of cards. Can I have your email? It's a total lie. I had cards. But if I take their email, I have control of contacting that client, them not forgetting me, doing the work for them. I always say that, do the work for your clients. And that's what Baketivity do too. They do the work for their clients. They won't trouble you more than what you need to do, hence everything pre-measured, loaning booklet already out there for you, printed, nice and neat. They don't make you go to the website, download this, do this. It's all there, which I love about that, because I just don't think you should trouble people to do more than life's busy enough as it is. So all that led to then meeting Baketivity, and they sent me a kit to use, and I was not interested in taking up work in the US. I was wanting to have a rest. And they said, please just bake our recipe. We have a really good story. We really love kids. We know you do too. Could you just bake it? So they got me in like that. I baked their gingerbread house, I'll never forget. And There was no way I thought this little red box with these pre-measured ingredients. So they still do the raw ingredients. So you're still learning a from scratch recipe, which is so important because we're losing that life skill of passing on classic recipes. Every child and adult should know how to make a classic cake, a classic bread, a classic pastry, and then all the exciting stuff on top. But really don't lose that. It has history, it has stories, it makes you more intelligent, I promise you, because you're working out fractions and science and all sorts of things. And it does help those who aren't interested in reading practice reading because you're actually interested in something. So therefore, you're more willing to try. And with Baketivity, we've got, this is the part that really got me because I'm dyslexic. It has a picture for each step. It has color-coded stickers on the bags that match the color-coded word in the recipe. So, like, number one, that just took so much pressure on me trying to check that I'm doing the right thing. It just made it more enjoyable. And then they have a QR code that you scan, and there's a how-to video showing you step-by-step that you can play and pause and fast forward and rewind for however you need, whatever speed you're at. And it's really extensive. And then through the years of being with them, they've really grown their STEM learning side, which I hope to activate in video for them soon, because that's becoming even more popular. So yes, these kids want to get in the kitchen, and yes, the parents are loving putting them in the kitchen because it's engaging and locks their attention in.